though. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, though. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Who you with, Kurt? I'm out. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, though. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, though. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, though. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, though. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, though. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, though. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, though. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, though. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome to Speak On It. Welcome to Speak On It. I'm welcome to Speak On It. Welcome to Speak On It. I'm welcome to Speak On It. Welcome to Speak On It. I'm welcome to speak. Welcome to speak. Welcome to speak. I'm 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 Who You With, Kurt, dog? Yo, what's going on? Happy Thursday to everyone. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, dog. I'm Who You With, Kurt, dog. Want to welcome everyone on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Twitch, Live. Indeed, Live is in the house tonight. You can live chat with us in the chat room, just like T-Cal have already joined the party for tonight. Already here and ready for my peeps. Hey, Kurt Dog and Miss Risky. She already know it's Thursday night. You know my girl always come back with me. Miss Risky, welcome to the house. How you gonna do that? I got you all hyping. You talking about, hey, you gonna have a rough week this week?
Always, but no, I was distracted because I was looking at something that I sent you a link on that we'll end up talking about later.
Okay.
The internet is always undefeated and tasteless, but it's hilarious.
No, can't do that one.
I'll tell you the people so that I can share it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. I'm gonna just say, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. But man, it's been a crazy week. Are you staying safe?
Trying to. Hopefully, it's not bad tomorrow because need to go in to do some manual checks. So I may do like go in later in the afternoon.
No. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get started with the history first, and then we're gonna do a couple of other things also. But like I said, y'all are listening to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, dog. You can live chat with us in the chat room, just like T-Cal have. And my girl, she's bringing some history. Y'all may want to pay attention to this because this one is this is deep. Uh, Go ahead with your history, Miss Risky.
Right. So today's lesson is on Dr. Herbert Charles Smitherman Sr. He was born March 23rd, 1937 in Birmingham, Alabama. He excelled in education during racial challenges. Um, he eventually attended Tuskegee Institute, where he attained both his bachelor's degree and master's in chemistry. He served as a teacher at the Southern University of Texas and later did a 2-year stint in the military. He eventually attended Howard University to further his education and
HBCU.
PhD. Smitherman became an innovative and prominent chemist who worked as an employee at the Proctor and Gamble uh, office or company. He joined the company in 1966 and entered the records as the first Black to be hired with a doctorate qualification. During his 29 years working with the company, he developed patterns for improving the formulas for products such as Crest toothpaste, Crush soda, because we love orange soda, Folgers coffee, Biz detergents, Bounce fabric softener, and Safeguard soap. His innovations were crucial in propelling the success of these products. Some of the patents he developed while at Procter and Gamble were featured in the American I Am, the African American imprint exhibit at the Cincinnati Center, which then moved to the Harvey B. Gannett Center for African American Arts Culture in Charlotte, North Carolina. In addition, one of his patents for the toothpaste formula has been cited by 31 other patents, showing how his work aided other scientists. He turned his attention to start high school, which was named Western Hills Design Technology. The objective was to help Black students to improve their performance or to improve or perform better in mathematics and science. Um, in 2009, he served as a principal at the Cincinnati Public School System for Virtual High and the Western Hills Design Technology High Schools. Dr. Smitherman, eventually he died in 2010. And he did have children. I think they said he had one son and like four daughters. So he left behind some pretty tall, tough shoes to follow, and hopefully they followed in his footsteps and carried on his legacy. But scientists, use his patents to improve their products. So that's awesome.
That's definitely great to hear the brother have done so much with Procter and Gamble, which we use a lot of their products,
Household
and
name.
but their Crest toothpaste, um, man, that's wonderful. Safeguard soap and that bounce.
Yeah,
Uh,
like
so it,
everything that you probably have in your homes now, he had a hand in.
I wouldn't mind having a good crushed soda right about now. I haven't drunk no soda in a while.
'Cause we love orange soda.
Used to get it and pour it inside over a couple of scoops of bluebell ice cream, make you an orange float, just like a root beer float.
I will pass on that.
Um, I know y'all cannot tell, but I'm drinking some type of drink today. It
Some type.
Well, because it's green and you cannot tell on the stream.
Looks like
So
you're drinking the skyline.
yeah, it's clear the skyline is on it. So um,
I'm
but I
just high quality H2O.
I've I've had that, but it's nothing wrong with it. So definitely, I like it when you bring these history facts, and
Right,
it's
and then now because it's Black History, people are posting on Facebook, so I don't have to do too much digging. And so I just like, oh, I like that. I'm gonna research him and just take some notes.
exactly. TCal said, "Always dropping knowledge. You're the best." Um, so I wish some people would catch on to this knowledge because some people today they doing all the wrong thing to become famous.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna hit on that a little bit. Uh, I know I talked about it the other day, the young lady that put the gorilla glue in her hair. And I mentioned she was going to LA to get it taken care of. Well, Miss Tessica Brown, she did get the gorilla glue out, and it's a video of it, but I don't
Yeah,
have it
it's
up.
all over the internet. TMZ has a good video, and the Beverly Hills plastic surgeon who did the procedure was Dr. Michael Obing. He's a black doctor, and he basically researched what products or things were in the glue and created some kind of solution that wouldn't do too much damage to her hair to break it up. And it took 4 hours for them to get it out of her hair. Like, so she still has her hair for now.
I'm trying to hold this picture up, but my phone don't want to cooperate. Young brother, he look pretty fairly young. So,
Yeah.
yo, Doc, if you're listening, come holler at us. Um, might put you on the dating game if you're single. Um,
I
Miss Risky is available.
do
But
need a doctor or chiropractor. I'm just saying, I don't care. I mean, as long as I mean, hopefully you're taller than me. That's the only qualification. You just have to have a current license so I can get my back cracked. Not that kind of crack. That's not that
you gotta be honest, gotta say it up front. So,
how
but
that was. But there was another story. So apparently they're trying to make it seem like there's a gorilla glue challenge. I think it's just a couple of idiots doing stupid things and they automatically stick challenge at the end. But what was it? A young man uh, ended up with a solo cup stuck to his lips.
Lynn Martin,
Yeah, and so internet. This is what I was showing Kurt Dog. They said new
bring
chapstick
it up a little bit. Okay, there you go.
gorilla glue chapstick. But
Yeah,
this is ridiculous. Like people are, I think this is the mutated form of COVID. Like it's eating people's senses in their brain. Like that's got to be that's the only excuse for this.
I have no words for it because some people would do anything to get likes. And first of all, let's read the instruction. Now, I did make a mistake um because what the rumors were, Miss Tessica Brown was talking about uh, filing a lawsuit. And I seen the interview she did. She said no, she did not say that. She's not looking at legal action at all. Says she made a mistake. Um, yeah, she could have definitely made a mistake, but also we have to be smart. Gorilla Glue been around long enough. You should know this glue is for real.
Yeah,
Um,
like on the front of it, it has a 1 ton symbol on the
the
front. Like
not
it's permanent.
not only that, even the commercials they
Yeah.
roll out where the gorilla come out and it was like, hey, this is some strong glue. So be smart about it.
Shoes with gorilla glue lasted 4 months.
Hey,
Like for
welcome welcome to the show, Radio Chaos, my brother from
radio.
another mother. Said, hey, Kurt Dog and Miss Risky. Um, but definitely be smart about these challenges that you are doing. It could cause some problem for you in the long run. Just like the gentleman out of New Orleans, Lynn Martin, they actually told him that if his lip, now he took a red cup, uh, put some gorilla glue on there and stuck it to his lip and thought it was funny. Well, he couldn't get it off. He felt like he could just lick it once he put it on there and it's off. No, it won't. And the doctor's telling him that if his lip does not heal properly, they may have to cut a piece of it off. So that's
Let's try to see if I could pull up the picture of him with that cup on his mouth.
um I think I sent it to you.
Yeah,
So
you did. You know these sites and their ads.
Yeah, yeah. They got to make money too.
Like, I mean, look at this fool. And look at the doctor. He's like, really, dude? Like,
How
really?
smart was that?
You a grown man.
Now, also the other day, I sent you another video about the young lady that used uh yeah, the tape to do a wax job.
Yeah,
And
no.
now, and a friend in the video talking about the girls on the floor crying, talking about how it's burning. The friend taking water, pouring it on, talking about, yeah, girl, that irritates you. It's red down there. The kitty is on fire. Uh, so stop doing these dumb challenges.
If he
It's
can't
not
afford
worth it.
to do procedures correctly, just use a razor or just. And then as far as the hair goes, to slick your hair down, jam is like $2.99. Everybody has a jar of jam. Like, it's cheap, it's clear, and it holds. May not be good for your hair, but it does its job, and it's for your hair.
Okay, it wasn't just any type of tape.
Yeah, it was like that
She
gorilla.
used glue tape
Yeah,
to try to do a wax job. And I'm like, really?
it's probably tore up all her labias and all the other lady parts.
You lucky it didn't pull nothing off with it.
Took her uterus. I'm like, come on now.
I'm just saying, because
Last part I want to mess with. Don't put anything foreign down there. Like, stop it.
but that's what people are doing to get likes. I wish they had a key that said big dummy, because I would click that all the time. You big dummy. Um, be smart about it. You want to take some glue tape and do a wax job. You know what? You could go right down to CVS and get you a pair of cheap clippers.
Right, get you a razor,
Anything.
to tide you over until you can get it done the right way. Like,
Yeah.
that makes no sense, but whatever.
Yeah, that don't make sense at all.
Normal
Uh,
ones.
but hey, um, on a serious note, our prayers go out to the family of everybody who was involved with that big accident in Fort Worth off of 35W. Um, be careful. Be careful. Because I believe up until next Tuesday or Wednesday, we're going to have this type of weather. So definitely be careful. And Monday's supposed to be the worst. They're talking about snow, 3 to 4 inches. And you got to be careful. I had to get out today and I ran nothing but the back roads. Um, that was all I ran because um, it. I tried to get on the highway, it was shut down. Ran the back roads. Uh, Once I got closer to uh, downtown Dallas, I ended up running into more traffic, and I could see cars getting stuck on the overpass. So I ended up having to take a detour and jump back on the back roads. So far as I know, um, I don't know if they're still trying to get people out of cars, but I did see earlier where some of uh, where some of the people were stuck and they end up start going live on Facebook why they was why they were stuck in these vehicles and um and people they was waiting to be rescued. I would tell people this all the time from being a truck driver for over 20 years. Respect the road condition. Slow down. nothing is worth your life to get there any faster, because it's a good chance you're going too fast on these roads. You may not make it. And it's a
That
video.
black ice, especially.
Yeah, that black eyes. It's a video circling around, and also Fort Worth Police is asking anybody that have videos to contact them. Um, and actually, thank you, Risky. Um, they actually put out a statement, said if you suspect your loved one is involved in a multiple vehicle accident on I-35, please see below for the Family Reunification Center info phone number. We ask that you respect the family privacy at the time. Um, it says I-35 multiple vehicle accident, family reunification center info. If you are trying to reach your loved ones involved in the accident this morning, please call 817-546-7826, 817-546-7826. I would also put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, and I also will share it on my page, which that's what I'm doing now. Just did it. So definitely keep those families in your prayers. Um, I believe the count that I heard earlier, it was about 126 or 136 cars involved, cars and trucks.
And
It,
just in that,
and they said
because
they
there
said
were
it was
accidents.
only, yeah, that was just in one spot. And they said that accident scene is about a half a mile long. And you're talking about 136 vehicle involved with this. And some of the things I seen, it was very scary because in the video that is circling around, you can hear the cars hitting each other. You can see the trucks hitting the vehicles that is at a complete stop. I'm talking about 18 wheelers, 80,000 pounds, that is slamming into a stopped vehicle. One particular vehicle, the truck hit it, another truck, a pickup truck. It was up in the air, and it was kind of like leaning on the back of another truck, but the truck was up in the air. So if you are
And
in
then they
Fort
had
Worth,
another 18 dangling off of the overpass. And I want to say it was like 114, which is like the Irving goes, or Grapevine area goes throughout, but I couldn't remember where it was, but it was horrible. Like people are driving by taking like video, and you just see this 18 wheeler dangling, like the cab is dangling.
yeah, so definitely be careful. Um, if you don't have to get out, stay home. Stay home. Texas is known, when we get ice here, it's not
We
good.
shut down.
Yeah, because
We shut
you got to remember, by 7, 8, I don't know if it been that long, but several years back, um, it was cars stuck on I-20 for days because they froze on I-20. This is the situation we're
Didn't they have
in.
like an incline? Because like the 18 wheelers like were driving and they kept sliding back, and so that was causing a lot of
Right at
delay in
35,
rescue.
and what, right there at uh um right there at 35 going west, off of 20, it's always traffic there coming out of Lancaster. It's always traffic there. I don't care what kind of day it is, every day there's traffic from the trucks trying to go 35 south off of I-20. There's always traffic there. So with that being said, Just imagine if you had ice involved. It's bad. And from up until Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, that's the type of weather that they are looking for.
And then we have record low temperatures. Like it never gets that cold in Texas. Like they're talking about single digits, like -1. I was
Yeah,
like, in Texas?
the high today
Like,
was 28 degrees.
yeah. And I'm pulling up my WAP because I was like, what? Yeah, Sunday is going to be 7 degrees low and high 24. Monday, 2 degrees with a high of 14. We've never had these numbers before. Like maybe we've had a wind chill of 14, but it's never actually been 14 degrees or 2 degrees. And then there's going to be some precip. So it's going to be interesting because, especially for me, because we got payrolls on Mondays and Tuesdays. So we got to figure something out.
Seem like y'all working the weekend. Um, that's what it sounds like. Sound like y'all working this weekend. Um,
No, everything we close the payrolls on Monday mornings. People still work on the weekend, so we can't close and process payrolls on the weekend.
well, uh, look like y'all gonna be burning
Uh,
at midnight oil. Okay, I just put the information up.
oh no, we don't stay late.
If you had loved ones involved in that accident this
Just
morning, try to reach out to them. Definitely um, contact the Fort Worth police, and they would let you know where your loved ones are. This is very serious and dangerous. Um, the next several days is really going to be bad. So if you don't have to get out, don't get out. Um, so
and I think Rio asked if it ever snowed in Texas. It's rare. It's like every 6 years we get snow. We usually get ice or a wintry mix, but it's always ice. And it's not like the powdery snow, it's wet.
yeah,
And it's
like it
maybe
snowed here. It snowed here when last month. Yeah,
briefly because it didn't happen. Like I was surprised. It only lasted for like 30 seconds where I live. And I'm in Denton County, and usually the weather is worse in Denton County. And it literally came, and then all of a sudden it was so warm, it just turned to drizzle. It
and
happened that quick, but yes, it snowed.
also if someone listening to the show that was involved in that accident, if you want to call in, give us your bird's eye view. 972 Um, T Cal said this was extremely sad and scary prayers to all those family. Um, we know more for ice. Yep. Welcome to the show, Marcellus. Marcellus Smith out of Louisiana. Peace and blessing, everyone. Same to you, man. Hopefully y'all are safe because I heard east of Dallas, y'all received a lot of rain before the temperature dropped. So hopefully y'all didn't get iced over like most of the Metroplex did. Horrible accident this morning. Yes, it was. And I know a lot of truck drivers. I know a lot of them. Um, I drove trucks for years, and this is the worst time. Worst time. And even when we was out earlier, um, we had people passing us like we was standing still, like it wasn't nothing. And you have to respect the road condition. You have to. I'm gonna go 15, 20 mile slower than what's posted for the road condition. If I gotta slow down less than that, I'm gonna do that too. So definitely slow down. Yes, it's not looking good for us because it's still raining. I'm driving like 30 miles per hour home. And the sad part, the later it get and as the temperature drop, the worse it's gonna be. So definitely be careful. Um, and I was intending to put up pictures of some of the traffic I seen today, and I didn't get a chance to do it because as we was driving, I had my co-driver to snap a couple of pictures. I'm like, man, traffic is terrible. So definitely um be safe. Be safe. Um Back to our regular broadcast. And once again, if someone listening to the show that was involved in that accident or have we prefer if you was involved, you could definitely um call in and let us know. Let us know if you witness it. Let us know. And you can call in to 972 591 3665 972 591 3665. Man, so oh, Marcella said, "Yep, I don't get off till 11." Whew. Yeah, be
All right.
careful. Be careful. So now back to our regular broadcast. Rachel. Oh, sister girl Rachel.
Oh, yeah, Rachel Dolezal. This is a quick little story, a little update. For those of you who don't remember who that is, back in 2015, Dolezal was outed as a white woman identifying as a black woman. Yeah, that's what I said. A white woman identifying as a black woman. During that time, she was serving as president of the NAACP chapter in Spokane, Washington, and was also teaching African studies. Since her true identity has been revealed, Dolezal has been stripped of her titles and fired from her jobs. And she's finding it really hard to provide for her families because she can't really find work as a result of this outing. She has 2 degrees and is qualified, and she can't even get like housekeeping jobs because of this stigma. So in the meantime, she's had to find other ways of funding her home, and braiding hair. So she's that's how she's making ends meet, braiding hair. And then back in 2018, a Twitter user named at Rain Sims, I guess she posted that her mom went to her to get her hair done. So apparently she does a good job, and more power to you. Like in the area she's in, I'm sure they need some braidologists. But yeah, that's pretty much it. She's got a website. She's on Twitter. You can look her up, Rachel Dolezal, Dolezal, if you're curious. And the braids look all right. They're not
Well,
bad.
looked like what she did was because I'm looking at her Instagram now, and
Mhm.
she did some braids for a mother who's battling cancer, and I guess the lady used to wear braids, and she missed wearing them, so she got them back. She made some braids for them, and they actually look good. Made some wigs with braids, so um, and she actually looked like she doing some positive things. Look, she made a mistake. Ain't none of us are perfect. Ain't none of us
Right.
perfect.
Nowadays, everybody's identifying as everything. Like, why not?
Mm,
She's
yeah,
and now she's getting treated like a black woman. She's finding finding it hard to find work and But she's a hustler. She's got her braiding gig. So she's not she's doing for her family.
Well, looking at some of her pictures,
She's like a light skin.
she do look like she can pass for a sister.
Yeah,
And
like she's light skinned. Did it?
I wonder if oh, she have a lemon cake with icing on her Instagram. It look good. And hey,
So
Rachel,
we gonna
if you
start following
listen,
her now. Just to keep
oh,
up.
I already follow her. Rachel, if you listening, can I get a piece of that cake? And I'm just asking. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna need 2 flights
Oh, her
special
cinnamon
Lee.
rolls look good. I love
So
them.
I didn't hear you.
I want all those cinnamon rolls.
Oh,
Cinnamon rolls
did
look
she
good.
did she make those? I'm not a big fan of cinnamon rolls like that. I would eat them if
Mm,
that's all I have, but I'm not a big fan of them. But that lemon cake with icing looked pretty good though. I'm like, hey, uh,
I don't like
hey,
lemon
Ray.
flavoring.
Now, see, sometimes it could be a different type of. Everybody don't do lemon cake the same now.
I
Um,
just don't like lemon. I don't like it in tea. I don't like. I'll eat a lemon with salt or a lemonade, but I don't like it in my foods. Like raisins. I don't like raisins in my food unless it's oatmeal.
okay.
I wonder if she sell this. She's
Actually,
food and
what
stuff.
she do? Actually, what she do? Because I just found the post. She said this may not be called after you, but I'm ready for something good to happen in this world. So I decided I'm going to do a bake away every month in 2021. Around the middle of the month, I'll post what I bake and pack it up to ship absolutely free to one of you good people. I'll pick a winner. Oh, I said a
Cinnamon
winner. I-
rolls.
I'll pick a winner and ship that same day. Why? Because not only is self-care important, it's also important to take care of each other. And food is one way to nurture others. I just feel like everyone need a care package in 2021. And TBH, not all of us can afford to subscribe to one of those care package membership things. So I got you. All right, 12 of you at least. Here are a few options of the things I bake. Most of these have a YouTube video. Also, you can go check those out if you want. Tell me what should I make next week for the first giveaway. One, lemon pound cake. I would love to try that. Two, red velvet. Lord have mercy. Three, apple pie. I'm not too enthused about apple pie. Sticky buns. Mm, I don't know. Uh, I was just gonna say sweet potato pie. Now I'm picky about sweet potato pie
Same
because
here. I make my own.
she have to do it better than me in order for me to promote that. I don't think she can, but I don't know because I'm a pretty good baker myself. Filled chocolate, no. Banana bread muffins. Okay, cheesy bread, soft ice, sugar cookie, no. Glazed rum cake. Ooh, take me back to Jamaica. uh, I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna. Hey, what's her name? Rachel. Rachel.
Dolezal.
Hey, if you're listening, reach out to me because that lemon cake definitely look good. Let me know what it'll cost me. I want to try it. So reach out to me. Um, uh, you'll have to send two because I have to get Miss Risky one for she can try it out
Lemon.
herself. What you want? The sweet
Cinnamon roll.
potato? Oh, the cinnamon roll. Okay, send Miss Risky the
Look at
cinnamon
them
roll.
things.
They
Like I
look
get
good.
one roll.
They look good, but I'm not a big cinnamon roll lover. Not those type of cinnamon. So yeah, they look good. So Rachel, if you listening, hey, hook a brother and sister up. She want the cinnamon roll, I want the pound cake. I'm not ready for the sweet potato pie because I'll be disappointed. Because some people get sweet potato pies mixed up.
Listen, I'm mad at you, the auntie, Miss Patty Pies.
You know what?
Miss
I
Patty.
still have I still have one of those in my freezer. And they've been there
Listen,
since the first came out. Matter of fact, I need it. Tomorrow's trash day. I need to get rid of it.
just get
So
rid of it, bro. I took one bite and I was like, mm-mm. I don't know what
no,
she did. I don't know
I
if she let just the machine make it for her, because that did not taste like it did not taste like sweet potato pie. It was disgusting. It had
I
too
think
much of everything.
what happened was when she came out with those patty pies, they was trying to make a large number and they did not let it mix up good. And they was trying to make too many of them at one time and they didn't put enough. They put too much stuff in there. But
Oh, there's
hopefully,
the accident. All that.
oh yeah, that's man, that's
Fort Worth.
crazy. That is
That's
crazy.
crazy.
And that's up close.
They have a video of a FedEx truck, the first impact. I think that was the first casualty, and then it just went on from there.
Well, before then, I kept hearing. I'm not sure which video you have because I had a video someone sent to me early this morning, and it just went crazy. It just kept going. I was like, man, I'm gonna forward that one to you because someone sent it to me this morning. That was I was like, wow. I was like, man, this is crazy. And I knew I had to get out. So my appointment was at 10. We made it there about 11:30. And so made it. So that was good. Made it there safely and back. Thank God. So Rachel, holla at me though. I want to try that lemon pound cake. I'm serious. Um, and see if we can bring her on the show. And I'm gonna reach out to her, tell her, look, come bless the show. Um,
Let
all
us look
right.
at you.
So
Let us look at you.
and she actually looked good. Looked like she lost a lot of weight too.
I mean, she wasn't that
She
chubby.
wasn't bad looking at all. But now she look like she been working out or something. Um, she look
Getting
good.
healthy
Right.
during the quarantine.
Yeah. So now I don't know about her ex-husband, but has looking at her and her son.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
she likes the brothers.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
mean, she
there
was
you
married to a black man at one point. I don't know if she's still married. But yeah, she got black children.
What there's nothing wrong with that. I have some friends they prefer a brother. So but she look good. She look good. And if I didn't know who she was, somebody came up and told me she was not black, I'd be like, get the hell out of here. And maybe I don't know, maybe she tanning herself, maybe she using
Well, yeah,
makeup.
because she does tan. Because
Oh,
if
okay.
you've seen her picture as a white woman, let me see if I can pull it up because she is fluorescent, and I want to say her hair is blonde.
I wonder if oh, here's a picture of her and her brother. Uh
Oh yeah,
say,
here's a side by side. So this is how we first got introduced to her. That was her.
oh, okay.
That was her with her bad Donald Trump spray tan. Yeah, but yeah,
Say
she was.
I was finna say something, but then I'm gonna leave that alone because of what you said. I'm gonna leave that alone. But I'm glad to see she's doing good though. I'm definitely glad of that. And keep doing your thing, sister, regardless of what you've been through, what tried to destroy you is going to make you stronger, and you're not allowing that to keep you down. Continue to be a blessing to others, sending out the self-care package. Holler at me. I want one of those lemon pound cake with the icing on it. And
Yeah, that's important. Icing.
and Miss Risky want the cinnamon roll.
All the icing.
So holler at me.
How much for one roll, Rachel?
Oh, you finna do a Chris Rock. How much
One
for
roll.
one rib? um, so definitely holler at me, and we'll see if we can make arrangement for it. So, all right. Well, Rachel, we got to move on because we're going to um, what everybody been waiting for.
Your favorite teenager?
Risky, I wish. I know you said you didn't get a chance to go on it because I sent the video to you while I was live. But if you just read the comments in the
Which
video
one?
itself, in the live video I sent you while they was doing the bond hearing.
Oh,
Uh, so the comments be off the chain.
of course.
I'm like, okay. But so today Cal Rittenhouse
Made
went to
appearance.
court, and I need to get their father name too. Um,
His father's name?
Not his father name, but the father of one of the victims.
Oh.
The judge asked him to pull his mask off. He said, I would if Kyle Rittenhouse pulled his off. I said, oh,
It
okay.
was like a petty show because
I said,
even the printed details of what went on during that trial or the what is it called? It's not a trial, just the court hearing. It seemed like everybody was petty and they were on 10. Even the judge came in with an attitude. He was
yeah,
just
he
like,
did. I told my wife, I said, baby, this judge, we know who he support.
of course.
And that's why I put in the chat, I said, Wisconsin, when it's time to re-elect this judge, y'all need to show up and get him off that bench because he's not for you. Y'all need to vote him out because he's not for you. A
Mhm.
lot of people don't realize judges are an elected official. We need to vote them out and hold them accountable.
Mhm.
So here it is. Soon he came in with his mind made up. If that was me, I'm violating my bond, it never would have went to the news.
Listen, you would be in handcuffs as soon as you got into the matter of fact, like even though they're in quarantine and they did a Zoom hearing, they would have had officers at your door ready to handcuff you for being in contempt.
That judge came in ready to rule before he heard the case.
Shut
And
down
uh,
everything.
ready, you said ironic how Rittenhouse has to protect himself if someone possible taking the law into their own hand and threatening his safety.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
He's
why they're saying that he relocated and didn't tell nobody because he was in fear of his life. Huh, imagine that.
and then on top of that, the judge it came out the address he gave is not his actually address. It's a P.O. box down the street.
Yeah.
What?
And then he won't give it to the prosecutors. He's like, well, no, you don't need it. Like the judge is like just shooting down everything. He's like, he's fine for his safety. He can remain where he is without telling the courts. Like, when does that happen?
Exactly. And for these fools that
What
was
court?
in the chat talking about free him. Ooh, I almost went back to my old ways. Uh, uh, let's just say what his shirt said at the bar. Uh, yeah, free him, okay. Um,
And then the judge was like, oh, well, people out on bail often fail to update their addresses. They aren't, and then they aren't arrested. So, I mean, He's
Hold
gone.
on. They are too arrested. And
Right.
like the attorney have said that he said it's the order, it's the court. This is what is in law. You supposed to arrest him. Now the prosecutor did say that he wasn't asking for them to revoke his bail. He asked for them to rearrest him, and he need to raise another $200,000.
Exactly.
And he kept pointing out the fact that that 2 million cash bond that came up it's not a risk for him. He's not losing nothing because he didn't put up nothing. So that's not going to hurt him none if he lose that bond. But
Mhm.
these same people that felt like he can be able to, they could give this donation to him, they should be mad.
But they're probably not, because I mean, look at who's donating. Like,
We're not going to say the name.
yeah, and they're not out because clearly, if they're just giving money to all their little minions, they don't care either.
You want to give money to a good cause. Why don't you help the sister out in Shanae? I forgot her name, but the sister where the two white guys broke in her apartment, and now she's trying to find somewhere else to move and replace her furniture because they went in there, went through her entire apartment in Raleigh, North Carolina, then turned around and took a shower, put on her ex-boyfriend clothes,
And they
ate
cook
her
a snack.
food. No, they cook.
Yeah, they cooked or something. I was like, I read that and I was like, are you serious? They just made themselves at
They
home.
cook, and then those sorry, uh, no sorry policemen that came there and treating them.
Like they were just squatters. It's like, no, these
I
are
don't want
not
even treating them like they were squatters. Treating them like, hey, how you doing? What you doing here?
right.
What's your
Like
apartment number?
even squatters is like, well, like, well, we can't force them to vacate the premises for
You
30
can
days.
clearly see they
It's like
broke the door
they
in.
broke into her house. Like these are not like guests that she had in her home and she's trying to get rid of them. These are burglars.
Exactly.
And she's a female. Two
But
men
if they
in
were,
her house, and you don't see the sense of urgency to get these men arrested and no, like that's stupid.
and then one of the neighbors caught it on camera the day before they was walking around checking doors. So yeah, um, Kyle isn't taking these charges serious. Hopefully,
No,
it
he's
will
not.
come back
He doesn't
around.
have to.
It's something else going to happen, but I got a feeling that prosecutor because the judge kept saying, "Well, it wasn't in the first order. Everything finna be in the order now." Just like the judge said that it came out that he signed the order for him not to be around white nationalists. Uh, oh, here come this dummy. Welcome to the show, Justin Bailey. But before you go, do me a favor: like, share, tell a friend, click the notification. Uh, there you go. So, welcome to the show. Everybody's welcome here, regardless of what your opinion is. That's fine. You can come on the show, but you must be respectful, and you must also be respectful to everybody and come in with truth. If you saying Cal is a hero, I'm saying you're a fool. So that's how we're gonna look at it. But once again, Cal Rittenhouse is a thug. What he did was thuggish.
With his thug parents who have been in the system since the 80s. Facts. Hood children do what hood parents do.
Hey, I'm
So,
just saying that might be Cal there. I don't know, but
like,
once again,
with his malt liquor or his what, Miller Lite.
exactly. So I know he won't stick around because most of them don't, but it's all good. I'm all for it. But
Oh, did you ever share those links I sent you for that one that you had last week? who was asked about the cops breaking out the videos during the riots? Because I sent a couple of links. Said,
Yes,
I have
yes,
a
I
feeling
believe
you
I
can
did
look it
share
up.
them. I believe I did share them.
Mhm.
Yeah, where the cops was busting out the windows and the helicopters showing them and all of that. Yeah, I shared them. So that's Justin. I'm glad you're here. Do what I asked you to do, though. Please like, share, tell a friend, click the notification, subscribe to the channel since you're on YouTube, and go ahead and support the show too. I'm M, who you with, Kurt, though, at Cash App. Miss Risky birthday is coming up. We could get her a great birthday gift. So
At RSKEE at Cash App.
you can send it to hers or mine, either way. So it's all good. And I'm telling y'all, if you ever go and listen, I just accidentally got the notification and I seen what it was. I said, "Oh, we driving down the street." I'm like, I need to listen to this. And we listened for about an hour. And I'm like, really? My wife said, how they gonna take up for him? But I'm telling y'all, if that father ever get his hands close to him, like he said, he's finna um he's gonna probably spend the rest of his life in prison if justice is served, because he don't care about that bond. And I told my wife, I said, you know what, that judge should make him take that mask off, for the simple fact, for we can see the reaction on his face, because to me it looked like he was smiling. But if he took that mask off, we would know better. So I wish he would have taken it off, for we could see exactly the reaction on his face. And it's crazy. Miss Richie, put your Cash App in there. Oh, I was telling you, put it in the uh in
In
the
the chat.
chat.
Can I do the
I got
chats? I guess I could do the chats, huh? I've never done it
I
before.
got you. This is Miss Risky Cash App. Bless her now. Bless her. Her birthday is coming up. Coming. What is it? 23rd?
23rd.
See,
Yes.
I told you. I remember that. Hey, y'all bless her now. 23rd, Miss Risky Books. She
And
do
I
so
think
much.
I'm supposed to get something from my favorite winery. They're supposed to send me a surprise since I bought something and I was like, hey, since it's my birthday, and they're like, hey, send us your information. We love giving out stuff. I was like, oh,
Uh, I don't know how to pin it, man. On this particular software, I don't think I can pin it on here, but I don't think I can. Yeah. But we'll make sure it's out there. We'll make sure it's out there. Definitely um hook Miss Risky up for a
it's
birthday.
also on my Instagram.
Oh, there you go. It's on
And,
our
and
Instagram. Since Marcellus is following you now,
I know.
but I really feel like,
Marcellus, have you found my other page, my personal page?
boy, Marcellus finna be a stalker. um, but definitely, Miss Risky birthday is coming up on the 23rd. Definitely bless her. Um, if you feel led to, go on and bless her.
I remember last time I did that, I ended up uh, with going to because it was a poker event. So we had some nice times. We got a white girl wasted. I was like, shots for everyone.
I remember that one year you invited me. It was during a parade, St. Patrick parade.
Uh-huh.
You invited me to come out, and I forgot what happened.
I know, and I bought a lot of stuff. I was like, listen, I ain't leaving with this stuff. Take some bottles.
I forgot what happened. Um, but definitely keep an eye on this Kyle Rittenhouse case, because we need to make sure justice is served. To hear the pain um, from the family, it's just sad. It's sad, and to be able to, for someone to feel like it's okay and not taking these serious, like the prosecutor kept saying, this is a very serious crime that he's not taking serious enough. This judge should not be on that case if he's not going to follow the book of the law. That's why it's so important to get out and vote, not just for the presidential election, but also for the local election, because the judge are elected official, and by them being an elected official, you have a choice. You have a choice if you want to vote them in or vote them out. This judge need to go. He need to be voted out, because he came in with the attitude as if, no, my mind is made up. Everything that prosecutor said, and I feel like I'm not an attorney, but I feel like some things it's just textbook. Because I was to the point, I was like, I would ask this judge, if this was a black man, would you have the same results? I don't feel like he would. Yeah, he do. And I really wish this judge did not have anything to do with it, because his mind was made up. If that was anybody else, they would arrest them. That's just like you hear about, and I'm not knocking it, because it's the law. A sex offender would get arrested for not registering as a sex offender, for not giving a correct address, and just like anybody on probation. Now, the judge did say normally if it's a third or fourth offense of a DWI suspect, he will order house arrest. But why you didn't do that with Cal?
Exactly.
See, he's probably at a bar right now celebrating. And like the prosecutor said, they're also putting the person that's living in his apartment right now, putting them at risk, for the simple fact, if somebody come there looking for him, they would think Kyle Rittenhouse lived there, and you putting them in danger. Not only that, on the last court appearance, he lied about where he lived there. He knew he wasn't living there. And the judge thing was, well, uh, he didn't. It don't say in your order. It don't say we got to know where he's at all the time. And the prosecutor said, "Your Honor, it's in the law. We need to know." That's kind of like the judge was saying, if Kyle Rittenhouse go to Mexico, it's okay.
Right. Like, who is this person? Who is paying this judge? Like,
Somebody else.
are they holding his family hostage? Like, it just boggles my mind. Like, just even because I didn't even watch the video, but just looking at the transcript of what happened is like they all he was just all way out of order.
Yeah, he else.
I'd like petition for a different judge. I'd be like, listen, no.
See, that's the key. Uh, this is the judge name, Judge Brewski Scroller. So I feel that judge don't need to be on this case
At all.
because he came in with the mindset he didn't care. He didn't care what he did. That's why it's so important to get out and vote for your local election. I'm disappointed that still disappointed the fact that DeSoto only, what I say, 8% showed up in the mayor race, the city council race. Only 8% showed up. Y'all showed up for the presidential election, but you only 8% showed up for the local election. We need to change that mind thought. We need to change that the local election is more, it's important, just like the presidential election. Every election is important. That's why people try so hard to do voter suppression. So we need to get out and vote. They wouldn't try so hard if our vote didn't count. And for these folks that feel like that talk all of this, but they don't, not even register to vote, they don't even try to go out and vote. I don't have too much to say to you because you're not registered to vote. Why I'm gonna waste my breath on you for? So yeah, definitely get out and vote and let your voice be heard. I don't care how you vote. Just
Do
you
something.
you say it's your right. It's your right to vote.
And then complain when certain laws get passed and they're like, why are they doing this? Well, because you didn't go out there and vote to stop this. Like, simple as that.
Exactly. Radio said if the witness are credible, there is evidence he banished his weapon, his gun at protest earlier in the night. He probably did. And the police set up and praised them. Yeah, when they passed by, gave him the water, telling him, man, I'm so glad you're here. Not one time did y'all ask, why was this child with this type of weapon?
Exactly.
But if he was black and it was past curfew,
They would have had SWAT.
those shooting never would have happened. Never would have happened. When he passed by them after the shooting and raised his hand up, they just kept going because they felt like he didn't do nothing wrong. He's white. That's not why we're going over there. And all the people talking about he just killed somebody. So yeah, that's terrible. Radio said, I agree. He looked like he had a smirk on his face behind that mask. See, that would tell a whole bunch. Because if you can see a person's face and you see how they respond, you would know exactly what they're thinking.
The eyes don't lie.
Well, if you play poker, you can have a straight face, but I felt like he was smiling behind that mask when that guy said I'll take mine off once he take his mask off, because that guy wanted to see his face. He wanted to see the reaction of his face of what he was about to say. And I felt like the judge should have made it plain and day. He should take it off. He should have taken it off. Radio said he lied about being a certified EMT also. He lied about a lot of stuff. His mama lied. His dad lied. The whole damn family just a liar. So, yeah, they need
These
to
are the
vote.
people they want to save, thinking they're productive citizens. Like whatever. Like have several seats to the left. Like several.
They always want to say they patriots, but they're not looking at the fact. See, people use that word too much, but they use it and they determine if you're a patron only because of the color of your skin. That's the problem we have in America. That's the problem we have when it comes down to black and white laws, because a lot of these laws was to hold blacks in jail longer. But let the truth be told, there's a lot more white people that are doing the same crimes as black people, and some even worse off, and they're getting a slap on the wrist. I'm still trying to figure out how in the hell a judge gonna let someone who committed a terrorist act leave this country to go on vacation. It don't make sense. Help me understand that. She should not have been allowed to leave. If that was anyone else, they would not be allowed to leave.
They be in jail.
And let the truth be told, if those was black people, they would have been shot.
Or anyone with brown skin. Let them have been like Muslim or something, Middle Eastern or something, some sort.
Oh,
They would listen. You ain't leaving nowhere.
headlines would raise something completely different. It would have been completely different. And then Trump have Bin Laden niece supporting him, talking about he'll be back either on the 4th or the 6th. I've heard different dates, but once again, you got one of the biggest terrorists that used to live family supporting Trump, and y'all think it's okay. The guy who bought Kyle the gun had his lawyer withdraw from his case. No reason was given. I think some people is being given some hush hush money. I want to say these cases already been paid. The decision have
Bond
already
paper.
been bought. That's just like when they protest last week saying hold Kyle Rittenhouse accountable for his action. The judge said he didn't want to hear about no protests. That's not your choice. The prosecutor is giving you evidence of what the people want, and not only what the people want, but what the law state. If that was anybody else, they would have been in jail. They never would have got out of jail.
Yeah, they'd be like, no bond for this person.
Exactly. So my thing is, hold this judge accountable. If you are in that county, vote that judge out of office. When his reelection come up, vote him out. That's the best way you could do it. Yeah, protest help, but protest at the polls and get him out of office. He don't need to be there. He definitely don't need to be there, because he's not for everybody. He's not a fair judge. His decision was made before they ever came to trial. I guess that cash app or that allegedly that cash app or that check have cash. He need to go. Vote him out. That's the best way you could do it. Vote him out. Because if I lived in Wisconsin, I'd be like, oh no, we need to get this judge out. And that'll make a difference in a lot of stuff. Because what'll happen once they see you getting him out, all the other judges going to be like, hold on, we got to follow the books on this. And see, that's the problem, because they get in these position, and people say, hey, I'm not going to worry about it. I can do what I want to do. I'm the judge. You don't have to be the judge the whole time. He don't. He was first appointed on the bench in 83. Yeah, 83. Uh, He was reelected in 1996, 2002, 2008, and most recently 2014 for a term that will expire in 2020. He's coming up. Oh, damn. He just been reelected. He's on the bench. He said his term will expire in 2020. This 2021. Let me see when he come up again. And that's the key. A lot of them, they get up in here and they want to. Oh, I didn't know that. They get up in here and they want to get up in here, and then once they get reelected, they feel like they got it made. People will forget about it before they get up for reelection again. No, you got to hold them accountable. I think I did mention that when he put that money up. I think I did mention that. I kind of remember that because him and his wife was getting a divorce or something. Uh, uh, I believe I did mention that he was accused of yeah, because we talked about him being on Silver Spoon. So I'm not that's not a shocker. Um you was the star of a show, Silver Spoon. That tell you a whole bunch. And I used to watch the show, but
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize what it was all about back then. But now I know. Now I can see. So Cal Rittenhouse need to be in jail. I give it a month before we find out he undone something else.
Well,
And
once all this court stuff is over, that's when he's gonna relapse, and he's
yeah,
gonna probably be in the cell with what's his name, Ethan Couch or whatever his name is.
exactly. I finna bring that up too. We're going down the same road just like Ethan Couch. That's the influential teen out of Fort Worth, whatever city it was on the west side, that killed what 4 or 5 people from drunk
Yeah,
driving.
people.
I'm that age drunk driving, and they said because of the way he was raised with money, had no idea what he was doing. BS. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Exactly.
So, uh, and we got to start holding these folks accountable. Now, due to the fact um, I didn't get a chance to uh, pay attention to the impeachment trial today, but I can tell you, eh, I say it's a good chance uh, he may get away. They say impeachment trial day 3 highlights prosecutor rests their case, warning Trump can do this again if he's not convicted. And House manager used the words and videos of the rioters in the Capitol to argue that the attack was carried out um, by former President Donald J. Trump. The Senate would reconvene at noon on Friday. So I have time tomorrow. I'll pay attention tomorrow. But they need to hold this man accountable. This man have caused almost 500,000 lives to die from the virus because he didn't take it serious enough. Um, then he lied to us. Then he gave that speech to hype people up to go and attack our Capitol Hill. Um, and because of that, uh, he need to be held accountable. I say he probably won't be convicted, but I got a feeling if he's not convicted, I got a feeling New York gonna be there waiting on him. So, and even if he is convicted, I still had that feeling New York gonna be waiting on him. So there you go. I feel that he need to be held accountable because, and I hope Jake actually testify against him. He said he's preparing to testify against him, and they should allow it because I feel like that will be inside information. Now, some person decided to leave a message on YouTube. Said Jake is an actor and he's doing all this for a show. I don't know. I don't know Jake. I know it's not Jake from State Farm, but I don't know him. But at the same time, he said he's secure. He fought against Antifa and BLM. That's what he said. Allegedly said that's what they have in his Wikipedia. So, far as I'm concerned, the only thing I can do is take the man by his word. That's all I can do. And because of that, hey, if that's who he represent, that's who he represent. I don't know. I don't know at all. But I do know he was inside of Capitol Hill, sitting at Mike Pence's desk. I know he was inside that building. If he broke the door down or not, you was there. And you know you had no rights being there. So you shall be held accountable. You should be. That's just like anybody else. You know, Judy, what's her name? Judy Crud or Jenny Crud, whatever her name is, the Mexico woman. That's what we'll call her, Mexico, the trip lady. She shouldn't be allowed to go on that trip. I don't care if it was prepaid. You knew it was prepaid
Exactly.
before you committed that act of terrorist. You should have been. If I was the judge, you wouldn't be allowed to go. Hope you have your insurance on it. Radio said, all I have to do is paint my face, wear some horns, and act like an idiot to be a hero.
And wave a
No,
Confederate flag. And
no bar for heroes these days.
that's
As
another thing that I don't understand. Like, all right, so we're one nation under God. And we have to do like the national anthem and, pay our respects to the flag, the American flag. But why are other flags not illegal? Confederate flag, like we should only have one flag. Like if you want to take it that far, like if you're a real true patriot, American flag. That's all the banners you need. Everything else should be illegal and outlawed.
that's a
'Cause, I
whole
mean,
nother
you're
show.
like it's just ridiculous. They're like, I'm a patriot. That's not our flag, sir.
Exactly. And then on top of that is all of them say I'm a Christian, but you hate somebody who don't agree with you.
Or is it a different shade? Or is it
Chris
a different gender?
Christian and hate do not go together. Show me in the Bible where Jesus said he hate somebody. Show me that in the Bible. They don't go together. So
At all. He was
uh
very inclusive.
I told you I cannot read his comments before.
He probably has a duvet of the American flag
Then again, knowing him, he probably got American flag sheets,
that
uh,
his nana knit for.
pillowcase, blanket,
It's made with love,
which is all disrespectful to the flag.
right? Like, you
That's
know,
what people don't understand. You
like it makes no sense to me.
you making the article of clothes with the American flag, and that's a
Bikinis,
disrespect.
ties, all the stuff, but God
Bikinis,
forbid it touches the floor.
exactly.
But
It's a
your
disrespect.
garment are in the style of American flag. But guess where those are? They end up on the floor, your bedroom, or
Your boots.
bandanas everywhere. Like it makes no sense. Like we are so backwards and contradict ourselves and our beliefs. It's like ridiculous.
Well, his father is a preacher. He's a preacher here in Dallas. I don't know if he's still preaching, but I think I did Reedy. He's a preacher here. Um, if I'm not mistaken. No, I was telling my wife this morning we were watching the news. Um, watching the news, and I said, uh, this was this morning. I said, Tim Ryan having one of my days. He was about to tell a story and he had to stop in the middle because his computer froze up on him. I said, he looking down trying to type it in. I said, yeah, Tim Ryan must have been watching the show. Um, so his father, um, 81, I want to say he's a pastor. I don't know if he's still serving or not. Um, he may be. I'm trying to see. Um, don't know. Uh, I'm trying to glance through it. He began in 1975. He was ordained in 2004. Um, Democrats subpoena Giuliani as Trump lashes out. I'm gonna have to catch up on that impeachment trial tomorrow. So yeah. Far as I know, he um may still be a pastor, but I'm not sure. But hey, more power to him. In 19, I'm not sure, but either way, his father is a pastor. So, but Miss Risky,
Yes.
before your eyes get too low, yeah,
So you always said, and I'm looking at my phone.
where can the people find you?
I'm all over the web at RSKEE. Instagram is where I hang out. Um, on Facebook, Twitter, which I don't really check often. RSKEEbooks.com. You can see my books, which are also on Amazon and Barnes and Noble and pretty much every online vendor. So yeah, check them out.
And also, don't forget our birthday is coming up on the 23rd. You can uh, be a blessing to her and hit her up on her cash app, $Risky Books. Um, and you can follow her on IG. You can follow me on IG, Facebook. I'm on here a little bit, but if you need to talk or something, you can send me a DM. I hit you back, but no links or nothing like that. But definitely I hit you back. I'm on Twitter, not as much, but I do check Twitter, and you can always go to Twitter, hit me up. It's best Instagram or Facebook DM if you need to holler at me. You put something on the page, expect for me to see it, I'm gonna let you know I didn't see it. But other than that, y'all can catch us Sunday through Thursday, but catch me Sunday through Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Time, and you can catch Miss Risky and I on Thursday, 8 p.m. Which I love it on Thursdays because that tell me that's my Friday. So but definitely, you can also check all the replays of the show. You can also find us on Anchor, Anchor FM, all podcast platform. You can go and listen to the show, speak on it with who you with, Kurt Dog, and catch up on the past shows. You can always go to YouTube and watch all the shows from the first time I first came on when I was nervous. And trying to get y'all to watch. And it been good. Next month, it'll be a year I've been doing this. Time had really gone. So I'm gonna have to check it out. I don't know. We might have to do a show for that year and celebrate that year. So I really appreciate it. We have done a lot of shows over the last year. Um, so definitely go check them out. And Um, Other than that, I guess we will see y'all. I will see y'all Sunday night, 8 p.m. Central Time. And if you ever have a topic you want us to talk about, you can hit us up on the email, who you with kurtdog@mail.com, who you with kurtdog@mail.com. And please, if you was involved or if you feel your family members was involved in that accident this morning, reach out to the Fort Worth Police, um, 817 to find out information about your family. Uh, Other than that, I appreciate y'all. Love each and every one of you, my family. I love y'all. We're gonna make it through this. I know we've been getting hit hard, um, so definitely continue to pray for me, and I continue to pray for y'all. So until Sunday night, we love you. Peace.